Hello there. I am Sarah B, and you're tuning in to Just Be Tarot. Let me get this adjusted. I hope you guys have been well. I have, I know I slacked off during the end of 2024. Had a lot going on personally, and I was sick in the first week of 2025. So here I am now for your live reading for what's coming in for this week. I have meditated on the decks and cleared their energies, so we're all set to find out what is coming in for this week ahead. Once again, my name is Sarah B, and this is Just Be Tarot. And I want you guys to know that this is a 1:11 on the clock. I just want you guys to know that this is a safe place where if you feel like asking a question or you have anything that you want to ask or pull a card for, please feel free to message me if you're guided to do that. And I will try as best as I can to answer your requests. If you want to talk about something, this is a safe place to do it, judgment-free. Okay, so far what came out here, shuffling for the overall energy of this reading, I was meditating on the decks about this upcoming week and the energy upcoming. So we have spiritual strength and we have mental conflict. So I feel like you've been working through something this year so far this week, as something that is coming up that you need to focus on. Now, I have been saying that a lot of changes are coming. So I know that each and every one of you has got different scenarios where changes are coming in. Everybody that I talk to seems like they're moving, or they're getting situated to do something else, or they're going through something at this time, whether it be with their kids, whether it be with their partners, whether it be, with their family members, or, whatever it is that you're going through, everybody's going through it. Please don't feel like you're by yourself. We have to remain as a collective and support each other through this time. And I know that it's really, really difficult. There is a lot of conflicting scenarios going through your head. What if I do this? What if it doesn't work out? And we just have to feel guided by our higher power right now. And that's where we're looking for the spiritual strength. The courage to ask for our higher powers for help, as well as receive it and believe that it's going to happen, which is the hard part. We can ask all day for help. I ask Spirit, it's been snowing here. So I ask Spirit, help me get to work today. Guides, guardians, please protect me on my way to work. And it's like, I ask Spirit for everything. Now, you have to believe that it's going to happen. That's the difficult part. Do you have faith that what you're asking for is going to happen for your greatest good? Are you leaving on time? I had to clear off my car from the snow. Did that happen? Yes, I was able to get to work on time, going really slowly, but I got to work on time because I made it an effort. Spirit sees that effort and rewards me for it. Just like if Spirit sees you making an effort and asking for guidance, Spirit's going to let you know what you need to do. But you have to want to know. You have to want to pay attention to what Spirit or your higher power is telling you to do. What your guides are telling you. You're getting signs all of the time. And you just have to look for them. Get your spirits raised. You do have that spiritual strength. All right. You just have to believe that it's going to happen. Yeah, it's easy to ask for it, but believing and having faith that it's going to come into fruition is a whole nother ball game. And you're asked to really put some faith in um, your higher power, in your higher self right now. Because we can get through this conflict. It's a week. I'm telling you, it's going to be a month and a half for everybody. I just feel like it's coming on strong. And we're all feeling the changes that are coming. We're all feeling that there's conflicted. We're feeling conflicted. That's a perfect word for it, mental conflict. And it's okay to feel that way. And it's okay to talk about it because so many people are going through the same exact things that we're all going through. There is a mental conflict with everybody. You know, we are trying to have faith in our higher power and have that spiritual strength, but we also can turn to one another as guides and for advice and, you know, be that hierophant for somebody else who maybe you know a little bit more about something. Maybe you turn to somebody older than you or who has knowledge about a certain subject. Hello. Thank you. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you, and I'm so glad that you were guided to leave a message. Hello, how are you? Loving this, and I'm glad you guys know that this is a safe place for you to join me and ask questions if you want to. I am really playing off your energy, and the more energy that is interacting with me, it's like it's amazing. I love how you guys interact with each other, with me. It's wonderful. I love seeing it. So welcome to my channel, and know that this is a safe place, honest and open, and I'm going to try to help you the best that I can. I was just about to shuffle um, my tarot deck and see what message you're coming across. Now, I did, like I said, I meditated upon this week's energy, but if you have a question or questions, I can pull a couple cards. I'm not going to turn it into a full reading for you guys, but I can answer it within a couple of card pulls, and I'm happy to do that. I can't get in depth with anything. You can always book a personal reading for that. But I can answer a question in a couple of card pulls if you want something brief. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. Spirit, what is the energy coming out for this week for the collective? What is the energy? Thank you. Whoops, I just dropped a card. Be right back. Oh, it looks like two cards came out. Okay, so we have the Fool in reverse was the first card that came out. So I feel like some of you are hesitant, like I said, conflicted. It's the mental conflict. All right? You guys are feeling it. You're conflicted on starting something new. You're kind of, hello. So, you guys are conflicted. You guys are wanting to start something new. You feel like you need change. There's changes coming. You feel it coming, but you're so hesitant. And that's where the conflict comes in. First card, immediately, with that. And so we're all feeling it. We're all feeling it across the board. This confliction in the whole atmosphere. All right. So, and then we have Ace of Cups in reverse. More conflict here. You might be conflicted with love or feeling unloved or feeling alone. You might be feeling displaced is what the word I just heard. Displaced. Like you don't know where you belong. Maybe you are contemplating, you know, like I thought these people were my friends, but they weren't including me and stuff over the holidays. You might be, or even your family, like, well, my family hasn't contacted me in a minute. I wonder why they're not catching up with me or letting me know certain situations. Or this could be a rough patch with a partner or a family member. But, and I also just heard self-care. This is your cup of love. Okay, the Ace of Cups is your cup of love. If you're not keeping that cup full, then you're not able to feed the people in your life and nourish them. More importantly, nourish yourself. So it's about self-care is what I'm just hearing from Spirit. Getting the care you need, whether it be health-wise, Right. I live by myself too, Christy. I get it. I get it. So it's hard. Sometimes you feel like you're being left out. Like it's like if you're not part of a couple, then you're nothing. God forbid. But self-care is so important. Sometimes you just have to do it yourself. You know, self-love. Pamper yourself. Take yourself out on a date. You never know who's out there who's going to see you sitting there all pretty, all handsome, and approach you. Sometimes we just have to take matters into our own hands and handle it. But we have to approach the situation and do it. Self love, self care, looking out for ourselves, a number one, before we can help anybody else, before we can feed our loved ones, give them our nourishment, our love, our emotions. It starts with us. All right. And then we have the three of wands, which is about waiting. What are you waiting for? Okay, it's like you're waiting for your ship to come in, or you're waiting for a message. From who? Stop waiting. We have to take the bull by the horns and get moving. This is 2025, people. No more time for waiting. Yes, I just heard, don't forget divine timing. Yes, 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 spirit. Um, Important divine timing. We have to trust that everything's coming at its own time. Yes, yes, yes. Um, that is true. But we can't sit there and wait for something, a person, an opportunity to come. Sometimes we have to go and get it. We have to go and attain that ourselves. We have to work hard for it. That's the magician card coming in. I don't have the magician card, but I feel like it's going to be coming in. That's magician card energy, working for what you want to manifest. All right. Now, I do feel like with this Four of Cups card, though, that something is coming into your energy that you've manifested, but it's not as you envisioned it. This might be an opportunity for a job. It might be an opportunity to meet somebody. It might be, I feel like you're going to make a connection this week. It could be networking, it could be romantic, but there's a connection you're going to meet, and it's not how it's normally done. It's going to be out of the ordinary. Maybe you have a certain system at work where you go through certain steps to make a networking connection, but this is going to be out of the ordinary. This is going to bring you a lot of emotional happiness, though. Whether it's, maybe you're making that commission, the first sale of the new year. Maybe it's you gave somebody a chance that you wouldn't normally be attracted to, and they asked you out on a date, and you're like, okay, fine, and you find this beautiful connection with somebody. Maybe you meet them in a place where you wouldn't normally meet somebody. Maybe you took yourself out on that date, and you were like, you know what? Somebody comes up and starts talking to you because you're not playing on your phone and you're keeping focus and smiling up a storm. And they're like, oh, maybe I'll approach them because they don't look busy. They don't look, you know, um, like they have something else going on, or they're waiting for somebody else. They're approaching you because you are attentive and being present. Um, but yeah, I feel like an opportunity is going to be coming in this week for you guys that is out of the ordinary, unexpected, maybe not done the way you normally would handle something. Like I said, this could be for a job, this could be for romantic, this could be maybe you are looking for an apartment or housing or something, and you've been looking, and somebody texts you or something like, hey, hey, collective, weren't you looking for a place? I thought I heard you say that. And could be from word of mouth. Like, I feel like it's just out of the ordinary how things are going to develop this week with something like that. Let's see what else we have for the collective for this live reading. Thank you, Spirit. And I just saw one flip over. Oh, yep. See, tired of waiting. No time to wait. No time. It's like you've planted the seeds, and Now, I was just told there has to be patience. You have to be patient um, with your, you don't see the flower the next day after you plant the seed. True, true, true. But you have to be able to sow those seeds. You have to tender and care for them. Okay? You can't just wait there and let it happen all by itself. You have to be productive in it. And the waiting is the hard part. Yeah, it is. I feel like might be some chaos here. I feel like maybe there's some anxiety in this wait. It's giving you a little bit of anxiety. You might be waiting for something specific. Maybe a phone call I just got or something, results on something, perhaps. And so you might be waiting for results, is what I'm getting. Something this week is coming through and you feel like this anxiety. Um, you don't want to, you're just, I'm getting a feeling of anxiety, like you don't want to have to wait much longer for the results of something or something you're curious about, and you want to hear the ending of a story of some kind. You're excited for something but anxious at the same time. So that's for some of you, like an excited, anxious feeling, but you really want to know how the outcome is. All right, let's see what else Spirit has for this week. What is going on? Spirit, that wants to come out. You were fighting to come out. I saw it. Okay, so we have the six. This one was fighting to come out. This Six of Swords energy in the reverse, which means things might seem rough right now. Okay, but it's because you're all in your mind. You're in your head about it. Whatever the situation is that you're going through, you are more in your head than not about whatever this is that you've been thinking about. This mental conflict keeps coming back. It's like you have got, I feel a lot of anxiety, like you're waiting for the results of something. Mental conflict is right here. Okay? It's like you're putting yourself through this own rough time because you're in your head about it. And you have to have faith that it's going to work out because you are spiritually strong with this spiritual strength. We are called to have spiritual strength this week because of all the conflict going on, whether it be personal conflict or conflict in the world. We are called to hang strong and get out of our heads about it and trust. Trust, trust, trust. Let's see what Christy said. Yes, I've been working on expanding my spiritual practice. Yeah, it's hard. It is hard to get started. I'm just facing the same problems, Christy. I really am. But we got to keep at it. You know, if you feel like you have a gift and you're able to read people's energies and develop this beautiful this beautiful relationship with your higher power, and you want to share with everybody, and you want to give everybody what you know, what you can, you want to help people so much, but it's hard to, number one, get people to realize that you're the real deal, that you're credible and not crazy. So I know I experienced that in my real life. I have a full-time job. So it's hard to get people to realize that I'm not full of shenanigans and that I really do feel their energy a lot. Like I pick up on people's, everything. So, yeah, keep at it, Christy. I'm going to pray for you. You pray for me, and together we will grow in our abilities and help more people and just spread that love and messages of love and compassion and healing. That's the best we can do, right? All right. So let's see what else this week is bringing in. What else here? Oh, the Empress. Okay, so this is the energy you're sitting in. This Empress energy. Love that. That means you have a lot coming forward. You need to get out of your head though. Okay? You need to get over this so you can be this. Okay? Because there's so much abundance coming your way. There's so much growth, but you have to realize that it's within you. You have to realize that. Now I do have to tell you with the Empress card that the Empress also means fertility, not just in, um, you know, growth, abundance, and whatever, but also in procreation. So if you're not looking to procreate, then take precaution. If you are and you're wanting to expand your family, then this is a good time to do it. Okay, because you're in this energy right now. So if you want it, go for it. And if you don't, please take precaution because you're highly fertile right now. This is a card of fertility, abundance, growth. But if you're not looking for that, it also is a card of abundance, growing as a person, growth in your company, growth, leadership. Maybe you're taking classes, maybe you're growing that way. Good things, good fortune is coming for you, coming to you, I should say, with this Empress energy. Okay? But first, you have to get out of this mentality because you're sitting in this energy. This is the energy that you have in you. But right now, this is what's coming across. And only you can make that change. Nobody else can make that change for you. That's why I love reading energy because it's so fluid. It changes moment by moment. All right. And we are the ones that can change it. We have complete control over it. We can raise energy by singing and dancing. Just like that, raise the energy of the room. A joke can raise the energy of the room. Being your own glorious self can raise the energy. Seeing somebody that you love and care about can raise energy. It can change like that. Good or bad. Don't get me wrong. But you're sitting in this beautiful energy. But right now, you're in your head about something. All right. And it's causing you to have this rough moment, this rough patch of energy. And you must get through it. This mental conflict is, I feel like it's going to be a hurdle for a lot of you. It's going to put up a blockade for some of you this week. But I do feel like we can get around it. We just have to rely on each other and rely on our higher powers, that our higher powers working with our best intention in mind. Our Queen of Cups. Yep. I feel like towards the week, we started off this reading with this Ace of Cups in reverse, our cup of love in the reverse. Okay? But if we nourish ourselves and raise our energy and get back on our path, this is what we are. Look at this. I mean, what is more attractive? Right? People are going to be a magnet towards you because you have so much love. So much love here that you have to give, that you are receiving if you choose to. But right now we're on Monday. We are here. So we have to raise that energy because by the time the end of the week comes, this is what we're striving for. This is where we are. We could get to. All right? The cards are saying this is what's in your energy for this week. We're here and we can turn it all around in an instant by changing our thoughts, our thought patterns, the way we speak to ourselves. 7 of Swords in reverse. That means that there are people around you that you can trust, that you can go to, that you can lean on. That I feel like there's maybe a group of people that you can surround yourself with to boost your energy. Maybe you're the one who needs to boost their energy. Maybe you need to be the one who has that energy and get everybody riled up and their energy risen. Maybe Spirit's calling on you to be the sun in this week. But I do feel like if we pay attention to what's going on and ourselves and really be introspective and concentrate on like how we can raise our energy. If you're feeling glum, I know every day at 3:00, and I'm sure it's a lot of you, you start to struggle. You're like, okay, it's almost the end of the workday. I'm like, okay, so close to being the end of the day, but you're feeling sluggish. That's when I start to kind of be frumpy. I don't want to be that woman. I want to be full of energy. I want to be this woman. So it's kind of like I have to. This is when I get out of my seat and I start to stretch. Even if I'm on the phone, I have to stand up and realize, like, okay, I got to pick myself back up. I still have a couple more hours of work and I have stuff to do after work. So it's about realizing when you need that energy boost and looking for ways to reach it and attain it. So there are people around you who you can trust with this, to be silly with, to be yourself around, who are going to help you raise your energy. All right, so let's see. What else? I know, Christy, I struggle with my mind too. It's hard. It's hard. Especially this time of year. Seasonal depression. That seasonal affective disorder, they call it SAD. I struggle with it. It's a real thing. And the fact that it wasn't pitch black when I left work today, I started singing about it. How excited that I was that it was getting light out. My people at work must think I'm crazy, but I have to take excitement in the little things. That it is getting lighter and lighter every day. Lighter and lighter. And it's like, you know what? They can celebrate the small things that the universe gives us. It's getting lighter and lighter. We made it. We're halfway through. We got this. Light is upon us. It's coming. Ooh, these are a lot. Let's see here. Did I just say the sun? You can be the sun in somebody's week. You got this. Maybe you need to be the sun, is what I said. And there we have it. Yep, working together. Time to work together. I feel like you have a lot of people around you who you can trust. And then disconnect with the people that you can't. Some of you might be tempted to, that's what I just got, a word, tempted. Tempted to maybe go off course on something. Maybe you're struggling with not just mentally, but with maybe addiction of some kind, and you're tempted to go off course, or you're tempted to I feel like there's a struggle here. There's something that you need to cut off. Yeah, you're trying. We also have the 7 of Wands in the reverse, though. So it's like instead of defending somebody, you are kind of playing into it. Like you're trying to justify this temptation you're having. You're trying to, that's the best word I can come with, justify. But I feel like somebody is being brutally, somebody might be making like ultimatums. If this, then that. Like, if you do this again, then we're done. That kind of ultimatum for some of you. That's going to be a few of you, but I feel like it needs to be said that some of you are dealing with. It could be an addiction. It could be a struggle of some kind. Um, but somebody is not happy and they're kind of saying, you know what, if you don't knock it off, I'm not putting up with this for much longer. So you might want to look into this energy and take a look at yourself, take a look at your relationship, take a look at the situation, whatever it may be, whatever energy this is, and be introspective and be like, how can I resolve this? If you want to, it's free will. Maybe you're not ready to, but when you are ready to, um, I'm always here to talk to. But I feel like sooner or later, this is going to be enough to for somebody to start cutting people off, or that might be you. Maybe you're cutting somebody off. Let's see if I can pull a couple more cards. For the collective for this week. Thank you. The Lovers. Maybe you have a hot date planned for the end of the week. Maybe you're meeting up with somebody, or a date is planned. You could be meeting somebody this week. Hi, how are you? So you could be meeting somebody this week. Maybe you are rekindling with somebody. But yeah, the Lovers card. So something might be going on this week with somebody's coming back into your life. You might also have a choice to make. The Lovers card was also at one time called the Choice. So a lot of people don't know that, but it was once upon a time called the Choice card, and there were three people actually on the card, and one looked like this haggard woman who was homely, and the other one was kind of like a hussy. We'll say. And it's like you have to make a choice between these situations, but we know there's other choices in the world, so we're not going to limit it to those choices. But it could be you have a choice to make in a situation, and that maybe you have to the end of the week to make it. All right, so now I am going to use this other deck. I'm being told to switch decks, and this is messages from Spirit. So let me give it a quick shuffle. Oops, we already have cards coming out. All right, Spirit, what do we have? What messages coming out for our collective? Messages for the collective, Spirit. We have. Okay, so we have stop checking their social media. So maybe you're checking in on somebody who's not giving you attention, but you want to see what they're up to. I mean, we're human. I won't say I'm not guilty of it, but it could be causing more harm than good. So maybe if you can, back off on that. Journal your vision of a future self. Journaling is amazing. Gets you right out of your head and you feel like you've unloaded. So any type of journaling is amazing, but this is specifically saying journal your vision of your future self, like you're manifesting it to come into fruition. Allow yourself to feel your feelings. Absolutely. Give yourself the grace to feel. If you're going through something, then go through it. There's nothing wrong with that. In fact, it's beautiful. And that way you don't have to suppress them. You go through them and move on. Just as long as you don't wallow in it. Just make sure, you surround yourself with positivity, let you feel your feelings, and then move on the best way you can. Surround yourself with love. And when we have pay attention to signs from the divine, and I think I said that in the beginning of the reading, they're constantly coming in for you. Constantly. You just have to learn how to pay attention. They're all around you. If you ask your guides, that's what they're there for. That's their one job, is to be stuck by you through your whole life. So you have to, they won't mess around with free will though. So you have to call them in and say, can you guide me for my greatest good? Simple as that. Guides, please guide me for my greatest good. And then the downloads you receive are amazing. You can't not see them. You can't not feel protected. It's really beautiful. All right, so now I'm going to move on to another deck. This one is from Messages from Your Person. If you have a person, or the first person you think of when you hear the message will be, this one is so many things remind me of you. Somebody's thinking of you. Somebody in their field. What other messages? Or the collective. What else do they need to know from their person? What other messages from their person? I am grateful for the spiritual lesson. So you might have been connected with somebody, and you wonder why, you're like, Spirit, why did you put this person in my life? I feel like all they did was cause me to be at a loss. But it could be you taught them something. Maybe you had to be the reason you were in their life. Maybe you're the one who taught them something. And they got something from you, not the other way around. Sometimes we think it's all about, what did they bring to us? But maybe you brought something to them. You don't know your worth. You have no idea how important you are in this world. Something you might have said, a blip of how you feel or a view you had on something. You could have changed somebody's life. And somebody out there is thanking you for that. Isn't that amazing? You touched somebody. Somebody out there is so thankful for you because you touched their life in such a miraculous way. And they're still thinking about you. I look for you everywhere. Now, this could be in songs. This could be through memories. Did you ever think you saw somebody like a doppelganger? You're like, oh, you had to do a second glance, and because they're on your mind. So somebody is thinking of you and they're seeing you everywhere because they're on your mind, or you're on their mind, however that you want to work that. We both know I'm not the one for you. So sometimes it still hurts to make the right decision. Just because you know it was the right decision doesn't mean it's going to not hurt. Just because you had to pull back because of whatever reason doesn't mean it wasn't hard for you. Sometimes we just have to know that somebody is not the one, or a situation isn't the one, because you just feel it. It doesn't make it any easier to get over, but sometimes you just know. And in this situation, it's like you guys both know that it wasn't going to work out, but one of you had to say, I'm done. All right, so I think that's where I'm going to end it, unless you guys had anything else for me. What are you guys thinking? How are you guys thinking about this week? Feeling good? You guys want to know anything? Pull a couple cards. I still have some time. I know, it's hard. It's hard when you are trying to change a cycle, um, but you feel like you're stuck in it. Um, Now, is it something that you are doing, or do you know what you have to do to make the changes? I do personal readings. In my description box, you'll see how to book a personal reading. Oh, I think we all question ourselves. Um, it's like you try to pinpoint, like, okay, what do I need? What change do I need to do to make this cycle stop? What do I have to do? How come this is still happening? I've tried everything. We just have to keep on trying and asking our guides and our higher power to help us to pinpoint what needs to happen. Oh, I'm sorry. I hate it's like it's hard being stuck. It's hard being not knowing where to go. Like I said, I don't know if you saw the beginning of the reading. I know you popped in a little towards the middle, but I I pulled a card and it was about feeling displaced. You know, not knowing, where do I belong? That feeling is so hard, and I feel like we've all go through it. Are where where do I fit in? I know all my family loves me. I know my friends love me. Oh my God, it is soul destroying. A few years back, I was unemployed for 3 years just taking random temp jobs. And I know exactly not knowing where your next check is coming in, when your next check is coming in, all the things you have to sacrifice for, you know, because you don't have the funds coming in, and you feel like, it is very humbling, very humbling. And to this day, I'm so scared that that might happen again, that I am super, super stingy. Like, I don't like spending money. I'm so afraid that, you know, the sky is going to fall again. And I feel like I'm always going to have that because it was so humbling. It really teaches you life's lessons. It really does. And I'm so sorry you're going through that. It is horrible. And you're right, it's soul destroying. It really does take you down. But you have to remember that brighter days are coming. And I know you know that. I know, I know. But you know what? That's why there's karma. That's why there's next life. Um, we have to believe that, okay, that's fine in this life. This is what's bringing to them. But you know what? We have to again trust our higher powers that they'll take care of that situation. That they'll reap what they sow. I mean, it happens. It's going to happen. It's energy. So you have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in your higher power. You have to believe that you are meant for these things. Um, you are meant to find the right position. Maybe you're meant to start your own business. Um, or get started as a side hustle, or maybe there's something that you're missing, something that you deserve better, you know? And I feel like it's coming. I feel like it's coming. Good. Keep smiling. I know you brighten my days all of the time. Seriously. You are a bright light. Absolutely. And I am so thankful for you. And I know that that energy is going to come back to you. It has to. The good has to win at some point. It has to. And I believe in you. All right. In fact, you know what? I am going to. Here, I am shuffling for Ivo Fur, and I have patience. Okay? Hold on. Let me. The sun. Didn't I? I can't make this up. I cannot make this up. Don't stop. Keep trying. This is the Nine of Wands. Keep trying. The battle is not over. Keep trying. Don't give up. Look at that. I can't make this up. You are a sunshine in my life, seriously. And I don't even know you. But you, all the time. All right. Well, I am going to wrap this up. I am glad I got so many interactions. It makes me so happy. I love you guys so much. And I guess coming on earlier is the trick. So I'm not going to wait until it's so late. I'm going to be on earlier. Um, it seems like there's more people, um, and their energy's all bright and still up and not as sleepy. So I love that. And so just experimenting a little bit. It seems like coming on a little bit earlier, like right after work, is the way to go. So maybe I'll keep doing that. All right. I hope to see you guys next time. I'm hoping to get on Thursday to go live for the weekend energy. All right. So I will see you guys in the next couple days. Love you guys. Mwah! Much light to you for a good